What's up, Boppers? So I need to add some important information pertaining to my husband and the events that occurred during our first separation. Now, he left abruptly, and I searched through his room. I was looking for evidence of his adultery, and what I found was a manila folder, and it was stashed on the side of his TV. It was hidden, okay? It was wedged in back there. And again, I don't know how this happens. This happens a lot. And I'm recording off of YouTube, so YouTube is playing simultaneously. I lost my train of thought. So yeah, I found this manila folder, and it contained all of this stuff. Like, I was on propranolol for a short period of time to treat my tremor before I got the proper diagnosis of Addison's disease, which is why sometimes I shake. And sometimes, most of the time, I don't. But it's a lot of times when I'm out in public and I'm being gang stalked, and that creates that effect in me. Anyway, so in there was information about propranolol pertaining to me, and why it was administered in the first place, why it was prescribed, who prescribed it, and then some bullshit that I told his attorney to get him out of trouble when he fucking beat me up, because I took responsibility for it all, because I hit him with the stick. So I felt like I had it coming. I went through a lot of fucking weird shit. And I was being gaslighted and manipulated like you can't believe. But anyway, so I found all this fucking shit in this folder. And then I'm looking in the hallway closet, and hidden all the way back where I never go is a bag of propranolol. Now it's on the bottom in the back of the closet, and this is all propranolol I had thrown away. He kept getting it refilled, and he had it stashed, okay? So this all pertains to what I was talking about when it comes to my dog Pup and his death. But also directed energy weapons can be a cause of that as well. So it's a toss-up when it comes to that. What I also found, and this was early in our marriage, we didn't even have the house yet. We were living in an apartment. And I looked underneath his spare tire in his car trunk, and there was a baggie, like a plastic baggie, and it was filled with all these different pills. And they were weird things like Prozac, and another one was a bunch of ibuprofen and allergy pills, just all kinds of different pills, all mixed up together, and half of it was in a powder. Another time, he used to say these things to me, and I never understood why he would say them until later. And they were little digs, private jokes at my expense without my knowledge, because that's what covert narcs do, because they're psycho. And he asked me one time, was a mortar and pestle, he asked me about a mortar and pestle. What do you think about mortar and pestles? Like, I don't know. I mean, they're good for crushing up herbs and things. Why? I don't know. I was just thinking about maybe getting one. Is you could crush up fucking pills with that. Another time he asked me if a locket was a good gift to give someone. And we were coming up on some kind of gift-giving holiday. And I thought, oh, he's going to get me a locket. Right? Well, he never got me a fucking locket. But he got someone else a locket. Because I also spied into his buying history. And he was buying jewelry, women's jewelry, and clothes that were not my size. They were petite, plus size. And I'm not short and I'm not fat. So there you go. You know, and even when I went through a period where I was really bloated and I got heavy because of that when I was ill during our marriage, I'm still not short. Okay, and I don't have those clothes. He didn't buy them for me, so who did he buy them for? Right? So those are just examples. And then the gift card websites on his phone, for they had all kinds of different shit on there. Stuff about runners. He doesn't even run to the mailbox, let alone down the street or a mile. He's not a runner and never has been. Why does he have this stuff in his history? You know? Things that don't pertain to him. But they had to do with his girlfriends. And there's countless things. Countless. But the most important thing is that he had medication that was discontinued and he kept getting it refilled. I stopped that at Walgreens. I threw the medication away and he retrieved it out of the garbage and hid it in the house. And why did he have crushed up pills of all different kinds in his fucking car? Can you say gang stalker? Can you say handler? Can you say organized stalker handler? It's exactly what the fuck he is. That is exactly what he is. That's why he was always so hesitant to be cooperative when it came. He would admit that something was happening, but he would not do anything about it. So I ordered a camera system, and it needs to be hooked up to a DVR, and he makes sure that there is absolutely no money for that ever. And I've asked him numerous times to get that. After I died that October, I had to beg him for months until I was literally in tears for a medical alert button, which I should have on my person at all times. And that's where you push the button and the police come. Because I could go into a coma within 30 minutes if I have an Addison's crisis. And I have to carry around an emergency injectable. And I had to beg him for that medical alert button. And mind you, our bills are minimal in comparison to his income. He was also, when we had a joint bank account, putting money into PayPal all the time and telling me it's because he bought things through PayPal. But really he was paying people through PayPal. Prostitutes. Gang stalking prostitutes. So, yeah, I wanted to make that perfectly clear. And another thing I'd like to clarify was when my husband hit on me I shut him down when he was married to his first wife. I shut it down. And I told my friend, who was a fucking blabbermouth, and I knew it, and she told his wife, who ended up being fucking mad at me, and I didn't do anything wrong, but that's what happens. But at least I know I did the right thing. And I fucking let Big Mouth know, who was friends with his wife. She started fucking flaking out too bad at that point. I couldn't fucking handle her for too long. She was just too argumentative and annoying. Always wanted to fucking constantly argue just for the sake of arguing. And that's not fun to me. I like to argue if I have a point to make and I'm vehemently passionate about what I'm talking about. And you're an idiot, and I have to tell you. But other than that, it's not like a sport to me, and I don't enjoy it. I'd rather just get along, to be honest. But anyway, that's another story, and that's irrelevant. So, yeah, that's that.